Question in this video is going to be, does the location of the MagSafe accessory matter on your phone? Does a millimeter change the actual effectiveness and the efficiency that you would get from a charger like this one from ESR? And if it does, by how much? I have this little meter right here to let us know exactly how much power we're pulling to this charger. And let me show you an example. I'm gonna connect up like this and we'll see how many watts it will pull. So it says on Amazon that this thing should go up to 7.5 watts, but I get easily 10.23 watts when it's cold. And as the phone warms up and the battery understands that it's starting to charge, it will increase the amount of power it's sending. I'm wondering the same thing as you guys, so I went on to see where the wireless charging coils are, and they happen to be right in here. This is a teardown by PBK Reviews. So since that's where the wireless coils are, I'm using a 100 watt Anker charger so we can get the optimal charging speeds out of this. I'm going to use the kickstand and offer a little bit more heat dissipation, exposing this to the air. We'll start our 10-minute timer now. I went over by 2 minutes, so I'll go ahead and add 12 minutes to the next time. We are now at 82%, 38 minutes until full, 8.73 volts, 1.27 amps, 11.08 watts. So I'll just take this one off and then adjust it down just a little bit. One for the iPhone and one for Samsung. This one happens to only say for the S22 Ultra. I'll show you why that might be a problem. The ESR Halo Lock is this universal ring that I am using. I'll put this down in the description for you guys, and this case as well by Spigen. This is liquid crystal. I'll put this ESR down there as well as this accessory right here made by Plugable. If you would like to have one of these for yourself. A lightning cable connection here and a USB-C connection here. We're of course going to use the USB-C connection. And with the tabs on the bottom facing up towards the back of the phone, push it in as far as you can. You're not going to be able to get it in all the way. If you had another case that was thicker, it would still fit. The 22 Ultra is actually a little bit bigger of a phone as far as being a little bit taller, along with the S23 Ultra, but not by much. So this is what ESR has available right now. The main reason I adjusted it here, I put it right there in the middle, is because I wanted this to not be covering the camera lens like UAG. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this off and put it up on top and see if it improves the charging. You can see the adhesive holds on so well that it destroyed this ring. I guess I have to use the new one. I'm getting an alcohol swab, clean this up, and make sure that we're starting fresh. And we're going to be installing on C. Put that here first. Go ahead and push that down. Pull that off. Let's see how far up this is now. It now covers up that bottom lens. I do like the feeling of the phone a little bit better. It just feels to me like it's easier to hold when I have the ring down a little bit further. Looks like it's a little bottom heavy. And let's see if it's any better. Starting now. Timer is complete. Fast wireless charging, 88%, 27 minutes till full. And this does feel a little bit warm, but not too bad. It stays consistently at about 10 watts. I'm gonna go ahead and take this case off, just in case somebody's wondering if it charges better without anything on there at all. So the charging coils are right in there. I'm gonna try to adjust this down a little bit, get a better connection. So it's not charging quite as fast. You can see it's 9.24. It might work up to 10 watts again, and it's still at 27 minutes. So I'm gonna let this charge for 5 minutes and see what we get out of it. For the next 30 seconds here, I'm gonna go ahead and put it on this charger and see if it will increase the speed of the charging, at least give it more watts going in. See what happens to it. I'll leave it on its back, see how long it takes to jump up to 10, because it wasn't moving, and I figured maybe the phone just feels like it needs to throttle the battery, but let's see what happens. I went ahead and let it go for the remainder of the 2 minutes in the case, and it did jump up. Let's try to find a better connection here. So I was able to get it just a little bit of a better connection. Just moving it a little bit makes all the difference. I'm gonna go ahead and purposely move it a little bit off center to where it's not quite right and see what happens. Pretty sure that's what's going on. That's what makes it wanna charge a little bit slower. So it's not going past the 5.67, okay? Hopefully you can see that it's a little off center. No, it's hard to see, you really can't. But I will center it right now perfectly. We'll see what happens. So it's at 9.74. Move it again. Make sure there's a better connection. So the quality of the connection and where in relation to where the charging coil is absolutely does matter. But does it really matter enough to bother with moving this up and down any further, right? So does it matter if you have it down here a little bit further, or is it better just to have it up to where it is right now, where the actual charging coil is? Or is it okay that I have the ring moved down? I guess that's up to you to decide. You know, where do you prefer it to be? Where is it most comfortable for you to hold the phone? Because you're still going to be able to charge your phone, no problem, if you have the ring a little bit further down. It's actually even better to charge on a MagSafe ring on a wireless charger than it is to charge on the phone itself. So to clarify, yes, it did charge a little bit better in the lower position, not necessarily directly centered on the coil. So does that mean that you should absolutely make sure that you put it in either orientation or either area? No, not really. It depends on preference. And you're not going to be missing out on much if you choose your own way of putting that ring on the phone. Hopefully this helps you guys in this video. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them. Yep, wireless charging is better using a MagSafe ring, but it's only better because you're able to get more of a secure grip on your phone and a more secure connection versus just putting it straight on your phone and not really knowing exactly if it's lined up on the coils or not. Hopefully this helps. All right guys, take care. Talk to you soon. Bye.